Day 109 of 281. Hello, my name is Joey. I am currently a senior in high school, and I have 281 days before I graduate. I'll be posting every single day on all platforms to follow my dream of content creation, my love and drive for fitness, and most importantly, inspiring people to become better every single day. It is currently 6:30 p.m. on a Monday night. We are back, guys, at the one and only place that keeps me sane on this planet, which is the gym. I love this place. It's my therapy, and for many of us, we can all agree on that. Now, today, I was in school walking through the hallways talking with a friend, and we were just going back and forth about how both of our lives are going. Our business is growing, our social media accounts, our physiques, whatever the case may be, just talking about if our life is getting better. And to some extent, we are getting better. But it's about getting 1% better every single day. If you get 1% better every single day, that's 365% in 1 year, which is 3.65x every single year. I'm going to repeat that. 1% better every single day is 365% for the whole year. That means getting in one more rep, one more hour, one more dollar, whatever the case may be. Just 1 more percent, guys, can almost make you 3 times better than how you started off the year. And the reason why I'm applying this is because I stare at my social media accounts. I stare at, my bank account. I stare at everything. And it seems like every single day, nothing is growing. But if I were to look back at myself 1 year ago, I'd be like, damn, bro, I grew so much. I grew over 1,000 subscribers. I inspired this many people, this and that. It's so fucking cool. Today, we're so focused on seeing the quick, repetitive, fast growth that we really don't appreciate the journey. We really don't appreciate the overall majority of the slow growth that we get. And I take this very, very seriously. Obviously, as I stated in the intro, I want to do this stuff for a living, and it seems so fucking impossible, right? Because how can a normal kid become a social media influencer and do this for a living? I have no fucking clue. God put that in my head, and that's what I believe will happen. I'm just going to remind all of you, is that whatever the position you're in, and I'm reminding myself as well, is just enjoy the journey, enjoy the 1% getting better every single day, because it adds up. And to start Monday, we have a classic chest day. I'm so ready. I'm so hyped. It's actually a little bit later in the day than when I would go to the gym. I just got a haircut, so looking kind of fresh. But I love these late night lifts because they hit totally different. When I go right after school at like 4 o'clock, it's more so like, get it done quick. I got to go this. But like when it's like a 6:30 or 7 p.m. night, I get to literally just zone out and just have the greatest fucking lift of all time. And I sort of take these late night lifts as a gift and a privilege because I don't really get them that many times of the year. But when I do, and it's like a chest day, bro, it's the best day ever. So we're going to go ahead and crush this lift, and let's go fucking insane, guys. Alright, so I'm going to be honest. I promised that I would be a real human being ever since day one and give you my thoughts about life and everything going on. Workouts and the overall gym has not been hitting, guys, within the past few days, probably past few weeks. There's just been a few sessions that I've hit insane, but majority of them have felt so repetitive, and I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I feel like this gets to all of us. But I have to remind myself that I promised on myself day one that I'm going to fall in this type of sort of drought/repetitive, and again, I don't want to lie to you guys, right? These days of going into the gym every single day, these days of staying up late editing these videos, it's not as fun. But let me tell you one thing, it's the suffering that you go through in life that gets you to where you want to be. And it's going to pay off eventually, man. I still love this, guys. This is the dream that God put in my head, and it's definitely just a trial and error. But to get to the lift side of things, we are starting it off with bench press, going up to 120 pounds. It honestly felt super smooth today, so that is a complete W. I've taken like 3 rest days in a row, so coming back super carbed up, super well fed. Everything is just showing that in this movement. It actually went up really, really smooth as well as I'm looking at this footage, but it felt amazing, and I'm super proud of today's bench. Up next, we have a tricep extension. This is a classic, and every single push day, I always incorporate this. Also, before this, I did a shoulder head press, and it felt very, very, in other words, uncomfortable for my shoulder, so I ended up skipping that. I did not want to show that in this video, but moving that with a tricep extension to target the triceps right here. And then to go ahead and target more of the chest, we have a pec fly. Here's one thing that I do want to say about this movement, if you guys are going to incorporate this, or if you already have a little tweak you could do, is make sure that you're not stepping out too far. I see so many people who step out like 5 steps and you're just like completely ruining the range of motion and you're just lessening the weight you can do. So only take 1.5 to 2 steps out and you're going to feel this so much better on your pecs. And most importantly, the stretch goes a lot more crazy as the tension is way more loaded up front than if you were to stand out much farther. Now, I love myself some cable lateral raises. Ever since I discovered how to do these properly, I've always been incorporating them. And the reason why I love cable lateral raises, and maybe why you can start loving them too, is the fact of how smooth they are. With dumbbells, you're really just using a lot of momentum when you get to the bottom, but this is pure isolation. You guys are noticing this, right? I am not hip swinging, nothing. Everything is completely on the deltoid right here, and it's a beautiful movement going up and going down. And that, my friends, is going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. The pump felt really, really solid. I am starting to fill out a lot more and feel a lot bigger. So thank you all so much for the support. Day 110 tomorrow. Most likely going to switch it up in some way, shape, or form. Peace out.